The first accused is sentenced to death in each of the 3 counts. The death sentence in counts 2 and 3 are held in abeyance.
Lawyer Willie Kimani, Josephat Mwenda, Joseph Muiruri and their families have finally received justice. The accused police officers have finally received their sentence, in the case that has taken 6 years in court. The 3 were murdered and their bodies dumped at the Old Donyo Sabuk River. Their bodies were discovered in June 2016, with injuries on their heads and strangled bodies. It all began in April of 2015, when policeman Leliman accidentally shot the late Josephat on the hand. Josephat filed a complaint against Leliman. Later in December of the same year, Josephat is said to have been abducted by Leliman and other police officers from his home, and then charged with 6 charges of traffic violations. He was represented by lawyer Willie Kimani in court, and on June 2016, as they were leaving court, they were taken by police and kept in a container at a police station without being booked. It is after this that they were killed and their bodies dumped in the forest. The mastermind of this plan, policeman Fredrick Leliman, has been sentenced to death by Justice Jessie Lesiit. His co-accused officers, Stephen Cheburet, was sentenced to 30 years in prison, Sylvia Wanjiku was sentenced to 24 years and police informer Peter Ngugi was sentenced to 20 years. Justice Lesiit, in giving her sentence, believed that the prosecution presented watertight evidence against the 4 accused. They have been given 14 days to file an appeal.
The meticulous planning, implementation, and the brutal execution of the deceased, to say the least, this was a most foul murder, an execution that was most heinous. I find that the most suitable sentence for each of the accused persons is as follows. The first accused is sentenced to death in each of the 3 counts. Now the second accused is sentenced to 30 years imprisonment with the prison terms running concurrently. The third accused is sentenced to 24 years imprisonment in each of the 3 counts with the prison terms running concurrently. The fifth accused is sentenced to 20 years imprisonment in each of the 3 counts with the prison terms running concurrently.